Radio. Raheem here with SOG, Andre Ward. Now you're suited and booted, man. Usually I see you stepping through the ropes, trying to catch you on these stairs. Yeah. This is your full-time job now. Full-time. Talk to me about the difference between sitting behind those monitors and standing behind those gloves.
Well, man, I've been doing this for years, off and on. Obviously my career got in the way, and, I can't devote all my time and energy to broadcasting when I have an active career. But doing it full-time, it's you got the best seat in the house. You're talking about a sport that you know and love, and you're not taking no punches.
When seeing a war like this, like you saw tonight, I mean, the competitor in you, hearing the crowd ruckus, do you miss that aspect of it at all?
Of course, I'm going to always miss it. I mean, this has been my baby for 23 years straight. It's going to take some time to get it somewhat out of my system. It'll never be fully gone. But definitely when I'm sitting ringside and I see a good scrap like this, and not just a scrap, but a skillful scrap, you definitely want to lace them up and get in there. But then all of a sudden you get an epiphany and you start to remember what it feels like to get hit. And all of a sudden everything goes away and you're thankful you're sitting in the chair that you're sitting in.
Did you agree with the decision tonight?
It's tough for me because when I'm commentating, I have a sense of the way that it's going, but I'm not judging it like Harold, round for round. I have to go back and see it, but very, very tight fight, very, very close fight.
You're clearly not completely out of the ring mentally, because I'm on Twitter, so are all these people behind me, and you and Sergey are still going round for round, punch for punch. What is that about, man?
I mean, it's really not about anything. At the end of the day, I'm retired, but I'm still who I am. I'm not going to just check out completely. So, if he ever gets reckless, from time to time, I got to let him know what time it is. It's that simple.
Now, we had lunch before I came here. Kovalev sat all the media down, and we breached this subject. He's saying, first of all, he admitted that he lost the mind game. He said you guys played a lot of mind games between the first and second fight. He
lost the mind game and he lost the fights too.
But he says that he lost the mind game, and the judge and the referee was in on it. Was in on the whatever it was that was going on between the fights, as though there's maybe some kind of a coordination between you and the ref and the mind games. I mean, how do you respond to that?
Is that the latest?
That's the latest? That's the todayist.
That's todayist, okay. The beautiful thing about this day and age, man, is everything is documented. Go back and look at all the excuses, man. It's embarrassing to me. Like taking myself out of the equation, like if I promoted him or if I was a fan of his, there's no disrespect to the dude, but you got to grow up, man, and own what happened. Because if you keep fighting long enough, you're going to find yourself in the same situation where things aren't going your way. And if you haven't acknowledged it, and if you haven't improved, you're going to find yourself making the same decisions. You're going to find a way to tap out, and it's going to be everybody else's fault except yours. I've been doing this, like I said, 23 years, bro. That's typically how it happens. When a guy like myself, who's not touted to win, and I'm dealing with the guy that's supposed to be the boogeyman, when you remove that armor and you do what you're not supposed to do, and you do it in the fashion in which we did it, this is to be expected.
Lastly, on that subject, Kovalev openly said he's trying to get a third match out of you. He's trying to draw you out of retirement by being successul in clearing out the light heavyweight division. Is there any possibility he could do that? Yeah, if it was a super fight.
Yeah, I think he's got a lot of heat sitting in front of him just in terms of the light heavyweight division as a whole. Dimitri Bivol is one guy. If I'm not mistaken, he has a fight next week. He really shouldn't be talking about Andre Ward because I'm retired.
Who do you think is the best light heavyweight right now?
I don't know. I know where I left the division, and I think it's an interesting time for the light heavyweight division. And I'm as a fan, I'm excited to see how it plays out because class tells over time, and the cream usually rises to the top. So it'll be interesting to see if the old guard can hang on and reestablish himself, or if the new blood in the division can come and snatch it away from him. So I think it's up for grabs right now.
You piqued all our interest when you started tweeting about the heavyweight division. We saw you training a little bit. Is there a heavyweight out there you feel like you can get?
Man, I never say anything about the heavyweight division. I just put my weight out there. Well, people ask for transparency from me. So when I try to give them a little glimpse into my life, sometimes people can run with things. Listen, I'm a sincere person for those that know me. I'm not going to go through everything I went through announce my retirement, say the things that I said if I didn't mean it, you know. But at the end of the day, like, again, this has been my baby for 23 years. Like, my body is used to getting back to work right now. It's only been, you know, hasn't even been a year. It's been 5 months. So I'm going to stay ready, and I'm going to keep myself at a certain level of readiness, but I have no plans on coming back. I do got some extra weight on me, and it's good weight. It's not fat. I'm working. I'm you know, challenging myself and building up, but I have no immediate plans, man. But it, you know, I take that as a compliment. You know, the fact that people took some of the things that I showed and ran with it, man, it just lets people know, man, that they appreciate you and they want to see you fight.
We definitely appreciate you. I would like to see you fight again. I wouldn't mind you in the heavyweight division. Radio Raheem with SOG, Andre Ward. Thank you for the time, sir.